Let's get some more perspective from an investor on some of the big tech earnings that have crossed. We want to bring in now Ross Gerber. He is co-founder and president and CEO of Gerber Kawasaki. Ross, always a pleasure to speak with you. I know that you look at Tesla very carefully, and the results are out. And I know that the stock has moved independent of what the company has told us about the sales of its EVs. But I do want to get your take on the gross margin number that came in for the fourth quarter. Automotive gross margin, when you back out the regulatory credit, was 13.6%. Is this enough to move the stock in for those who are fundamentally focused on Tesla?
Well, I think this is actually a bad number, right? I mean, gross margins continue to decline even after all the layoffs and stuff last quarter where they got the benefit of higher margins because of that. Now margins are continuing to decline because they're having trouble selling cars for obvious reasons. And so, it's really a game for Tesla of like, they can manufacture actually a lot more cars than they're selling, so they just hold back. And then they have to do pretty much every demand lever possible to get rid of the vehicles. And so we're seeing it in the numbers. And once again, I'm not surprised by it. They don't advertise, and the only advertising they have is Elon.
Right. Well, he's a pretty effective advertiser, we got to say. Ross,
not for cars.
Not for cars,
truck.
for other things. Yes. Well, I mean, at some point, does the tide turn on Elon Musk and the gains that we've seen in the stock, up 55% since the election, up 83% since the last earnings, start to drive down the stock in a way that's, again, divorced from fundamentals of the vehicle business?
Well, once again, the stock is actually down over the last 3 years. So when you look at it from 3 years ago, we haven't made any money in Tesla. And at that point, they were expected to do $4 in earnings, and it traded at 100 times earnings in 2021. So we were at $400 a share. Today, we're at $376 a share with $2.46 in earnings. So when you actually look at Tesla's financial performance over the last 3 years, it's been horrible. And so this is a growth company at a huge multiple that isn't growing. So what's going to get it to grow? That's the big question.
Well, I am curious, just beyond just building cars. I mean, there was this whole narrative, or at least really a whole model into the thesis, the bull market thesis of Tesla, that it was more than just a car company, that some of the technology components, AI, autonomous driving, blah, 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 all this sort of is what gave it such a higher valuation relative to a GM or Ford. It was a tech company. Is it still a tech company? And if so, when can we see them actually leverage some of that into real growth?
I mean, there's no question that it's a tech company in the sense of its focus really is on software and developing software for robots and autonomous vehicles. But their core business is selling cars and energy storage and charging. And that's what Tesla was founded. His mission is to advance sustainable transportation and energy, and that they were doing a wonderful job before they pivoted into a bunch of businesses that we're not sure how they're going to be, which is robotics and cybercabs. So, and that's not coming anytime soon either. So I just come kind of like asking the question of like, where does the growth come from over the next several years until these technologies work? I use full self-driving every day, and now I see Waymos every day all around me driving perfectly fine, and my car still can't do it. So I don't care how many times Elon says that it's going to work this year, and this is the year of full self-driving. It's just a bunch of crap at this point. It doesn't work. It still doesn't work. So it works pretty good. I like it. But it's driver assist. That's where we're at still.
Welcome to another episode of The Bug Bite, hosted by your street tech coach, Ralph, where we're your twin. In today's episode, yes, you guessed it, we're going to be talking about Tesla and Elon Musk. It seems like our friend, Mr. Gerber over there, is a little bit frustrated with Elon Musk and Tesla because he does not have full self-driving capabilities yet. And it is his take on Tesla is a bit interesting because I'm telling you, when I'm out and about in the streets, I see Teslas everywhere down here in South Florida. Now, maybe it's a South Florida thing because we do not get snow, and it is the Sunshine State, and we have pretty good electricity down here, and unless there's a hurricane. But I don't know. I see Teslas everywhere. So I don't know. But today, I want to talk to you about this article that I came across on TechCrunch about Elon Musk and the whole self-driving thing, where it's claiming that Mr. Elon Musk can't deliver the self-driving as he promised years ago. So we are going to jump into that. We're going to read this article together, and then we will give some feedback and commentary along the way. and we'll go from there, right? I know you guys absolutely love Tesla and Mr. Elon Musk. So we're going to take our time, go through this article and truly comprehend what's going on and go from there, right? So let's jump into it. So this article from TechCrunch is titled Elon Musk reveals Elon Musk was wrong about full self-driving capabilities. So this article was written by Sean O'Kane on January 30th, 2025. It says, for nearly 9 years, Elon Musk has promised Tesla vehicles had the hardware needed to support a self-driving car. This week, however, he made in his latest admission, he came clean that many are not. Uh-oh, Mr. Elon Musk, have you been lying to us? Or are you just wrong? Let's see. This Musk said on a conference call Wednesday evening that Tesla cars equipped with the so-called Hardware 3 will need an upgrade before they can support unsupervised self-driving software the automaker is still developing. These Hardware 3 vehicles sold between 2019 and 2023 are equipped with the older version of the computer that powers the company's full self-driving supervised driver assistance software. I think the honest answer is that we're going to have to upgrade people's Hardware 3 computer for those that have bought full self-driving. He said that's going to be painful and difficult, but we're going to get it done. So, I mean, here's the deal. From what I'm reading so far, they thought with their Hardware 3 that they were going to be able to get that to be full self-driving. It looks like that might not be the case. It looks like they're going to need to do a little bit of a computer upgrade. That happens all the time, right? To be honest, hardware, like when a car company has a recall, you got to bring the car in, you got to switch a part out. They're going to do a recall for the Hardware 3 to swap it out with Hardware 4, apparently, right? But I don't see that's too big of a deal. It happens. All right, here's a question. Is a CEO of a company allowed to, guess what? Are they allowed to be wrong? I don't know. That's a good question, right? So, I mean, apparently, if you are a politician, though, you can never, ever be wrong. Or if you are looking to be nominated for or being confirmed for an elected position, then you can also never, ever be wrong as well, right? But it says, this is not surprising to anyone who has followed the company's progress closely. Broadly, Musk has repeatedly overpromised on Tesla's timeline for selling a vehicle that can drive autonomously without human intervention. But the company has now repeatedly capitulated on its 2016 claim that every car it was building had the hardware required to one day fully drive itself with the flip of a switch. An unfulfilled promise that has been central to Tesla's valuation for years. Oh, now, if it is messing with the valuation, that gets a little bit tricky. All right. It says Tesla has since deleted Tesla has since deleted the blog post from its. What did you really, Tesla? Don't you be deleting stuff? Don't you be deleting the blog posts? All right. It says Tesla made the claim in October 2016, several months after it parted ways with Mobileye, which provided the original computer for the autopilot driver assistance software. Tesla dubbed its initial in-house hardware, the hardware that was referencing in 2016 announcement, Hardware 2.0. 1 year later, it started integrating a Hardware 2.5 computer. Okay, 2.5, all right. Not even a full 3, a 2.5. Neither of those computers were up to the task, though, evidenced by the fact that Tesla started shipping cars with Hardware 3 computer in 2019. Owners with the older hardware had to upgrade to this new computer in order to buy the supervised full self-driving software. Tesla initially charged for this upgrade, but one owner took the company to small claims court, not even a large claims court, okay, a small claims court, and the judge got the judge to rule that Tesla's 2016 promise was false, faulty advertising, and the upgrade should be free. Free 99, yes, free 99 for the upgrade, all right? It says, Tesla has since moved on to building cars with Hardware 4 computer, which had some owners wondering what that meant for Hardware 3 equipped cars. What about us? What about us? Right? Didn't Michael Jackson have a song called What About Us? I don't know. I could be wrong. But I am not up to date on my Michael Jackson songs, right? It says, Musk and other Tesla executives had said they believed they could develop software that would enable Hardware 3 cars to drive themselves unsupervised, and one even repeated the claim on Wednesday. But Musk followed up by saying he'd given up. I've thrown in the towel. We cannot do it. It's over. It is over, right? His admission on Wednesday only further emphasizes that Tesla and Musk were wrong when they made the infamous proclamation in 2016. Is Elon Musk allowed to be wrong? Can he be wrong? Now, if he's wrong and he's saying, well, you know what? We promised that you would get this and now you're not, but you have to pay for it. That's a different story. But if he's saying, you know what? I was wrong on my promise, but I'm going to make it right. Do you have grace for that or no? Are you just ungraceful human beings? I don't know. That's for you to decide, right? It says, Musk was unequivocal and defiant. He was defiant. God, we can do it. He was like, we can do it. All right, we can do it. And defiant at the time, too, going so far as saying that the media was killing people by writing negative articles about crashes involving Tesla's driver assistance system, Autopilot. You effectively dissuaded people from using the autonomous vehicle, he said on a conference call in 2016, at a time when fully autonomous vehicles did not exist. That is not the case today, as Waymo operates a commercial robo-taxi service in multiple cities. Wasn't it Waymo that we read about, that we reviewed a while ago, where they said that they hit a driver? Now, to be fair, it was another car that hit the pedestrian in front of the path of the car, and they dragged him like what, 5 feet? Like, come on, 5 feet? Is that too much to ask? All right, so Musk said Wednesday that Tesla intends to prove it can do the same with a pilot program that it hopes to launch in Austin this coming June. Then he wants to ship a software update to cars with newer hardware 4 computers that will allow them to drive themselves. For these reasons, he claims 2025 may be the most important year in Tesla's history. So there we have it. Elon Musk was wrong. Believe it or not, Elon Musk was wrong on hardware 3 cars being able to fully self-drive. He might have to upgrade people to hardware 4. Hopefully those computers don't cost an arm and a leg, right? But we shall see. Anyways, that's the article. Let's get back to full screen. Now, how do I feel about this? How do I feel? Well, there's good news and there's bad news, for me at least. I don't know about you, but for me, there's good news and there's bad news, right? The good news is I do not have a Tesla with hardware 3. So I don't have that problem that the cars between 2019 and 2023 have. I don't remember the years, but whatever the years that the hardware 3 cars came out, I don't have that problem, right? I don't have that problem. However, I do have some bad news. For me, the bad news for me is I don't have a Tesla with hardware 4 either. Oh, God. So apparently, I'm not affected by this at all. I know that there are some people who absolutely despise and hate Elon Musk and Tesla, and they don't give a whole long article on or post on how they feel about Tesla sucking and stuff like that. I don't care. I don't own a Tesla. Would I like a Tesla? Sure, but I'm waiting. I'm holding out for that auto cab one, or the Tesla cab, whatever they call, because I want to be sitting in the backseat and I want to be, streaming or editing video or creating different content ideas while my cyber cab drives me wherever I want to go. Right. But I'm holding out for that. Hope springs eternal. We shall see what happens. Right. But that's what I'm waiting for. So I don't have these problems. But it's interesting. Elon Musk, he admits that he was wrong. He accepted defeat. And we'll go from there. We shall go from there. I'm not crying over spilled milk. If they want to charge the hardware 3 people to get hardware 4, then that's another story. We might have to have a conversation about that. But for now, guess what? I don't care. If I had a Tesla 3, maybe I'd care a little bit. But I don't even have a Tesla 4 or hardware 4. So it is what it is. We shall see what happens going forward. All right. So we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. And if you did, do me a favor, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so every time that we go live and drop new content. As well, go to techcoachrob.dev. You can sign up for one-on-one coaching with me where I will help you run it up, help you level up. And you can also get access to exclusive content like the sprint reviews that I do with my tech barbarians, when I do some money talk with my guy, CJ, the Wealth Building Journey, where he's sharing some insight on how stocks work, what to look for. He breaks it down into great detail. So good stuff that we do over there. Check it out, techcoachdraft.dev, all that good stuff. But until next time, you guys have an amazing, amazing weekend. Thank you for tuning in to the Bug Bite. I will see you guys on the other side. Tech Coach Draft, we are out.
With every step I rise anew, limitless dreams in clear view. No chains can hold my wild heart. I'll stay true, I'll never part. I'm not the one to be told what to do. I'm not the one to be controlled by you. I'm not the one to be put aside. Watch me rise up with my pride. You can laugh at me, you can clown, you can put me down around this town. One thing you can't do is win like I do. With fire in my eyes, I'm breaking through. Take your doubts and let them wither. I'm standing strong, I'm no quitter. They said I was just a dreamer. Now I'm the one who's the leader. You can laugh at me, you can clown me, try to drag me down to the ground. But here's one thing you can't deny. You can't win like I do every time. Can't win. Every fall taught me how to rise. Through the shadows I see the skies. Thunder in my heart won't subside. Stepping up, there's no need to hide. No need to hide. You can laugh at me, you can clown me, try to drag me down to the ground. But here's one thing you can't deny. You can win like I do every time. Can't win. I walk a path only I can tread. In this game I'm a player, not a pawn. They may try to cut me down, but still I'll grow stronger through each dawn. You can laugh at me, you can clown me,